Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And before we get into this video, I do want to mention that I was just recently able to get memberships on my channel. So if you have found the information presented in these videos to be helpful and you'd like to support the channel, becoming a member would be a great way to do that. And now on with the video. So in this one, we're looking at the new Georgia Lottery $2 $100 Festive Frenzy ticket. This is part of the October 2024 series of tickets that came out in Georgia yesterday, and it is Christmas time. This is a number match game. There is one symbol you can find. It is a $100 burst for an instant $100. However, this is a second chance drawing ticket. That always raises a red flag to me because it seems like usually when you have a second chance drawing ticket, the state pulls out a lot of value, and then the second chance prizes never make that value up. And so these tickets are usually ripoffs, but we'll see how it goes with this one. I can say that the prizes you're playing for in the second chance drawing, they're not going to give any extra value to the ticket at all. Now here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the Georgia Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.13, and it does look like you can win anywhere from $2 up to $20,000. That's a pretty weak top prize for a $2 ticket. We should see 40,000, 50,000 bucks here for the top prize. And the odds are so long. I don't know how much money the Georgia Lottery thinks $20,000 is, but it is not worth the odds of being 1 in almost 2 million. So, yeah, definitely Georgia Lottery being super cheap there with a cheap top prize and super long odds to hit it. You always have to think about, is the wager you're making worth the top prize at the odds that are being offered? And in this case, no way. You should not make a $2 wager for a $20,000 top prize at odds of 1 in 2 million. So just based on that top prize alone, I probably wouldn't play this ticket. But, you know, this is a $100 game. That's what they're advertising it as. Odds of hitting $100, 1 in 236, which is, I guess, not that bad. And so yeah, looking at the rest of the prize structure, nothing too crazy stands out. So we'll look at taxes in Georgia for any prize over $5,000. They're automatically going to take out 29.75% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $20,000, the top prize, as far as I'm concerned, is $14,050, which makes it even a worse deal. $2 wager for $14,000 at odds of 1 in 2 million. It's not worth playing to me. But anyways, with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find that the overall payout comes in between 70 and 71%. This is above the minimum 70% payout that we look for on all tickets. So we'll see how this compares to other tickets as we go through the video. But we do need to mention that the 70% payout does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are going to see 70% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. So this is accessible to average folks. You don't have to be, you know, super lucky to hit it, which is good, I guess. But there is a split there at the $100 prize level. It is about 43 to 57. So a little less than half of these $100 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 57% are going to join the top prize to make up the top 1% of prizes. Top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds, move the decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that about 1 in every 413 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $826 before you would expect to see a top 1% prize. And yeah, I mean, by that time, you really have to hit the top prize, because you really don't want to, you know, you don't want a $100 prize to be your top 1% prize. So, yeah, this one, I mean, it's just not worth playing for the top prize. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with a payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 58 and 59%. Now, this does not reach the minimum 60% payout that we look for on all tickets for the bottom 99% of prizes. And the reason we look for 60% is because, at least in my opinion, when you're here in the 50% range, you just lose your money so fast that it's not fun to play the game. It's more frustrating. And if you're going to be frustrated, why play the ticket? I think the Georgia Lottery misses an opportunity every year with these Christmas tickets. It seems like they try to use the Christmas tickets to make a little bit of extra money instead of like being generous with the Christmas tickets and like drawing people in to be regular players of the Georgia Lottery. I think that's a horrible strategy to try to use the Christmas tickets to make a little bit more money when you could gain a whole lot of customers if you would just put out a good ticket. And they just refuse to do that year after year. The Georgia Lottery is definitely the Grinch around Christmas time. Now, here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in Georgia $2 tickets. You can see the data point for $100 Festive Frenzy all the way over here on the right side of this line graph. And you can see there was a decrease in value from the previous $2 ticket, the Halloween one, Tricks and Treats, that came out last month. And yeah, I mean, whenever I see a decrease in value, I always say don't play the ticket, because the message that you want to send to the Georgia Lottery is that you don't appreciate these decreases in value. You don't deserve for them to decrease the value of your tickets, and you're not going to buy them when they do that. They would say, well, there is a second chance prize, but there's very little value in that second chance prize. It doesn't make up for this value that they took out. So my advice for the Georgia Lottery is make a $2 ticket with value up here, like 74, 75%. Draw people in so that they want to continue playing. To me, that seems like a better strategy than trying to like squeeze a little bit more money out of people at Christmas time. It just is a horrible, horrible strategy. Now, if you are playing $2 tickets in Georgia, there are a lot better ones than this. And really, the only $2 ticket that I would recommend playing is this one here. By the way, up here in green are the best tickets in every column. So if you're playing for overall value, Fast 20s is really the only good $2 ticket we have left. And so that's the one $2 ticket that I might personally pick up if I saw it out at the store. If you're playing for odds, though, Tic Tac Tripler has, and It Takes Two have the best odds, but pretty low payouts there. If you are a conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Fast 20s has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure. And then if you're more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1%, Jumbo Bucks Classic has the most money at the top of the prize structure for the lucky 1%. And I do want to point out, Jumbo Bucks Classic used to be one of the worst $2 tickets that you could get. Now it's one of the best. So that shows you how far these $2 ticket values have fallen over the years, which is really, really sad. And then over here on the right, we are keeping track of top prizes as well, if you are interested in that. Now here on this page, we are ranking Georgia $2 tickets based on overall payout. 70-80 was only good enough for 18th place. So, bottom half of this list, it's just, I mean, why play it? It's such a boring, it's Christmas. It doesn't really get me in the Christmas spirit when I know that the Georgia Lottery is trying to, just trying to like make a little bit more money off of me. It just seems cringy and grinchy is what it feels like. So, if I were playing $2 tickets, I would stick with some of these better ones. But really, for me personally, Fast 20s would be it. Other than that, I would be out on this $2 ticket category. Here on this page, we are ranking based on that bottom 99% payout. 58.43 is the fourth worst. So, like I said, like this ticket, it does not have a good payout for the average player. And so, I think a lot of people are going to, leave with a bad feeling in their mouth on this ticket. It's just, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense. I think whoever is the strategy person at the Georgia Lottery, I don't know, just doesn't have very good strategies. They need a new person there. Now here on this page, we get to compare $2 tickets across states. So we're looking at 6 states on the channel total. Top 35 tickets are on the board here. 7080 was good enough to make this list. So 30th best $2 ticket from the 6 states that we're looking at. To me, this doesn't say how good this ticket is. All it says is that the other states that we're looking at are even worse, which is a really, really sad state of affairs. And yeah, I mean, Massachusetts regularly beats Georgia $2 tickets by a little bit, not a whole lot. But what we really want to do is look up here at the top of the list. Fast 20s is the best $2 ticket that we've seen from all 6 states, had a payout of 75%. And we got to ask the question, if Georgia can do it once, if they can put out a $2 ticket at 75% payout and make plenty of money doing it, that's the key, then why don't they keep doing it? Why are they putting out tickets at 70% payout? That's over 4 percentage points less than what they did with Fast 20s. And that's a lot of money when you think about how much money is involved in just one of these scratch games. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $2 price tag, and that's $20 million wrapped up in just one of these scratch games. And 4% of 20 million is $800,000 that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players on Fast 20s, that the Georgia Lottery is basically stealing from its players on Festive Frenzy. I don't like to see scratch tickets in general taken advantage of, but the Georgia Lottery is using Christmas to take advantage of people, which is sad. So shame on the Georgia Lottery for doing that. Now here on this page, we're ranking based on that bottom 99% payout. So these are the friendliest tickets to the average player. 5843, good enough to make this list in 28th place. And again, this doesn't show how good this ticket is. All it shows is that the other states have even worse tickets, which is another sad thing to say. Now here on this page, we have the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel of any price tag. There are no $2 tickets on this page, may never will be. And so you can pause that and look at it if you would like. And then here are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. So the friendliest tickets to the average player. And we do have the $2 Fast 20s from Georgia made this list, competing with $50 and $100 tickets around it. So it is possible for, cheap tickets to be competitive by this metric if the overall payout is good enough. Now, that's about it for this Georgia Lottery $100 Festive Frenzy ticket. Wish I had better news. It's just kind of a blah ticket. It's not impressive in any way. Value went down from the previous ticket. Georgia Lottery took value out. You do have the second chance promotion. You have a chance to win like $500 or $100 or something like that, but it's not adding hardly any value at all back to the ticket. It's just not one that I would buy. It has a low payout for the average player. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed with this ticket. So yeah, that's unfortunately what the numbers show. These are not opinions. These are just facts. And so, yeah, I wish we had a better ticket. Hopefully the rest of the Christmas series would be better than this one. But that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.